Hello everybody, it's Tom here from Faceless Fencer. I'm making this quick video to show you one of the new designs that I've been working on recently. On my Facebook page I posted up a few images of a couple of new designs along with my messer. One is a new dussack and the other is a Viking axe, and today I'm going to be showing you the Viking axe. So to give you a bit of background, I've been designing an axe essentially for around 11 months now. This is it's gone really well, and last year I created my first one, which was a nice small one just to prove the concept. This was my very first design, and then I later went on to scale up the size to create this, which is my second axe design. This is a sandwiched design with rubber running throughout the whole of the core with 2 bits of HDPE plastic either side. With holes in to allow for squishiness. I was happy with this. This works really well. I like it. I enjoy it. But about 3 months ago, I sent one of these to Roland Vaischecker. And if you don't know him, he's like top dog when it comes to, Viking axe play, sword play, how they were used. He is an expert. So I was really keen on getting his eyes on one of these. And let him have a go at it to kind of get his feedback on whether he thought it was good, what he would change. There's a post on his Facebook page which you can go and have a look at, which basically kind of encapsulates what his first thoughts on these, and the feedback's great, really good. In talking to him, there are things that we could change, and that's what's led to this new design. One of the key things he wanted to change is he wanted to have something that was slightly more representative of an actual historical axe. So this one, although I think it looks pretty cool, is essentially my design, my take on an axe. So what Roland did for me is he linked me up with a archaeological dig, a link online to an archaeological dig that happened in Lake Lednica in Poland, where they found a whole heap of different Viking artifacts and a huge amount of different axes. So I took one of those axes and essentially based all my geometry and dimensions off that axe to create something that's more representative of a historical axe. One of the reasons he wanted to do that was because he found that the axe blade on this was slightly too long, so it kind of interfered with the technique of hooking shields, hooking weapons. That was something that he would like to have seen improved on a later design. So by copying an original historical axe, I feel like we're at a point where we've got something that really should be representative of what it would be like to use a proper Viking axe. So without further ado, this is the new Faceless Fencer Viking axe. If I just hold it up to the old one, you can see that it's about 5 centimeters longer. This is 55 centimeters long, and it's also 400 grams, so it's lighter than the old design. How I've done that is by replacing the idea of having a rubber core all the way through. Instead now I have an HDPE plastic handle that has essentially a honeycomb structure inside it, which makes it very light. This is good because having the handle that light means that a lot of the weight is still in the axe head, which is what you want. So even though it is 400 grams, only 400 grams, it still swings, like an axe. It's got that feel to it. Some other features, which as I say, are features that are going to be on all of my weapons going forward, is the replaceable blade. The blade is, if I show you, this is what a blade looks like on its own. And just by removing these 3 screws on either side, you can pop out this blade. And as you see, there's 3 threaded inserts in the blade. You pop those out of the old one, pop them into the new one, and slide it in, do it up. 5-minute job, if that. It's a real quick, simple way of being able to refresh your weapon. Essentially, I didn't want the life of the rubber to basically govern the life of the entire tool, because I knew that depending on intensity, depending on how you use it, how often you use it, there will be a life to this. And having this system means that you can just replace the blade and your trainer will continue to last for as long as you want it to, hopefully. So that's the blade. The blade also has slots now instead of holes. I went with slots over holes because they are more squishy, especially if you put them at an angle, which means that on impact they will deform quite a lot, as you can see there. That takes out a lot of the initial impact from hitting. It's certainly not soft and gentle, but it does take a lot of that out, which is what it's designed to do. Although this is squishy in the top where it will be hit, you'll notice the bottom, there's no holes at the bottom, because for hooking you want that to be nice and tight, and with the addition of the plastic running down the axe head and the rubber tip with no hole in it, it means that the axe actually is really taut where it needs to be and squishy where it needs to be. Yeah, other than that, it's just really fun to hold, it's really fun to swing about, and I think it's going to be really fun to use. So the next steps are basically, I have only two of these at the moment. These are prototypes. I've got to send one off to Roland to get his feedback on that. Providing that he's happy and he thinks it's good, I'll take his word on that. I will be doing a production run of these. So that essentially means that pre-orders are open. So if you are interested in this, no committal quite now, don't worry about that. But if you are interested in one of these, definitely send me a message on the Faceless Fencer Facebook page. I don't currently have a cost, because until I have done a complete manufacturing run, or at least spec'd one of those out, I won't be able to work out exactly how much they cost to manufacture, and therefore I won't know how much they're going to cost to sell. Once I've got that information, I will let you guys know. So please follow and like the page so you kind of get all of that information going forward. And as I say, yeah, if you're interested in one of these, just let me know. So it'd be really helpful to get some numbers of how many people will be interested in the first instance to own one of these and use one of these. Yeah, so just another little quick comparison from the old to the new. It's definitely an improvement on my original design. It's much more historically accurate. I believe it's safer, it's lighter, it feels better in the hand, and I'm really excited to see you guys use this and enjoy it and get the feedback. All of your feedback up to now has been great, and it's all so helpful. So thank you so much. I'm Tom, Faceless Fencer, and this is the Faceless Fencer Viking Axe.